Hey everyone, John here again with Spirituality U. And today I want to talk to you about why the relationship we have with ourselves is the most important relationship we are ever going to be in. How the relationship we have with ourselves sets the tone for everything we experience in our life, from the choices we make to all the experiences we have with different relationships to how we think other people view us, even. If you're like me and you have a little bit of resistance to this, it's perfectly natural. Like it took me a while to really accept this, but once I did, life started to turn around for me in a big way because I started seeing all the reasons why I wouldn't let myself be happy. The truth is, a lot of us don't really have a great relationship with ourselves. We say we do, we believe we do, at some level we believe we do, but we don't even really know ourselves entirely. And you might be thinking, how is that possible? I've spent my whole life in this body. Of course I know myself. You do, to an extent, but think of all the parts of you that you hide away from the world. Think of all the parts of you that you're not proud of, that you're ashamed of, that you pretend don't exist. Those are still parts of you. You can't love all of you when you don't love all of you. You can't 100% love yourself if you're not willing to acknowledge and shine light on those dark parts of you. You have to understand those parts of you in order to love yourself. The way that you see yourself is the way that you're going to think most people see you. If you don't love yourself, or if there's a part of you that you aren't in love with, whoever you're with, whether it's a romantic partner or a friend, if they start complimenting that part of you, do you ever notice how you feel a resistance to it? How you don't believe it? How you think it's just lip service or it's insincere? Or if nothing else, even if you think they're being sincere, it makes you uncomfortable. You don't understand how they could love that part of you. This comes from your own inner belief that that part of you is unlovable. Until you actually agree that the part of you that they're trying to love is lovable, you're always going to be uncomfortable with compliments to that part of you. You're always going to feel awkward, and it's going to make things just more difficult for you. You can't force somebody to feel love. Just like if there's a part of you that you're not ready to let be loved, no one can force you to feel love for that part of you. So when you're looking for somebody to love and accept all of you, even the parts you don't love, it's not really possible for them to do so. Because if you don't believe that part deserves love or is capable of being loved, you're never going to fully let them love that part of you. You are the only person in your life that can decide if something is true or not for yourself. Other people can influence you to believe it, but they cannot make that decision for you. You might argue that, well, this one time I did something, and the only reason I was able to do it was because somebody believed in me. Somebody else believed in me and told me they thought I could do it. Reality is, they didn't make you do it. They didn't make you be successful at it. They just hit a point of you that allowed you to believe that yourself. Your own belief was what empowered you to be successful at that point. You were encouraged by their belief, but they didn't decide for you that you could be successful. You decided because of their encouragement, you could be successful. If you didn't, at some level in you, believe what they were saying, you never would have taken that chance or that leap or done what you needed to do to be successful. And if you start finding yourself making decisions that you aren't happy with in your life, understand that you're making it from a belief that comes from a part of you that you may be hiding. A side of you that you aren't letting exist may be subconsciously driving the choices that you're making to try to let itself be heard by you. So try to look at the parts of you that you don't like, that you pretend aren't there. If you're finding yourself in a scenario where you keep making choices that you don't think are in your best interest, some part of you believes they're in your best interest. You're the only one that can figure out what those sides are, though, or what part is making that choice for you. But until you decide that you can make that choice, you're never going to see things other than random events happening to you. The thing is, when you start taking responsibility for all of the things that you believe people believe about you, the decisions you make, the choices you make, and understanding that no one is forcing you to react the way you react to things or have the feelings that you have. They are simply your feelings that you are responsible for. That responsibility can feel an awful lot like blame. It's a very thin line that a lot of us have a lot of trouble deciphering between. Because when we feel like we're the ones to blame, we feel like it's our fault. We feel like it's a negative. But when we take responsibility, we can realize that we are, at any given time, empowered to end the situation we're in, or at least start learning from it and better ourselves to get ourselves out of that situation. It doesn't have to be this disempowering thing where it feels like you're a victim. It can be an empowering thing where you realize that you are quite literally all you need to get out of whatever situation you're in. Anyway, I hope you guys got something from this video. If you did and you don't mind, leave me a like and subscribe, maybe even a share. It'd help me be able to help other people as well that might get some from this video also. So anyway, love y'all. Hope you guys are doing good out there. Catch you guys soon.